I need some change, so I decided to just redo the whole thing. I'm undertaking a lot of work right now. This is where I used to do my tattoo for the past 20 years. And this is where I want to do my tattoo for the next, I don't know, many years. Going through some changes right now. I used to have people working with me, but now everybody's gone. And I decided not to hire anyone anymore. The reason for that is I actually don't want to have to think of anyone else but me. Sound selfish? Yes, it is. So I have to put frames. And this is going to be the tattoo corner, where this part here is going to be an extension of the art gallery in the front. So now I'm still trying to figure out how I want this to look. Life changes. Change doesn't stress me anymore. It's always a little bit scary. You know, being scared of the unknown is quite natural. I like doing this stuff. Reorganizing everything. It's a little bit of a pain in the ass, but you know, once you're done, it's like you're in a complete different place. I think my clients are gonna appreciate as well. 20 years I've been in that corner. That's insane. There's so much stuff though. I don't even know how the hell I'm gonna get. Well, we'll see. There are some changes that are much scarier than others. Is that unfortunately we can't, you know, you have to go through them. That's just what it is. And there are some changes that are much easier to deal with, like changing pens. You know, changing your location in your studio. Nonetheless, change is not easy. And even for some people, changing a pair of pants. You know, if you've been wearing the same thing forever, probably not gonna think that change is that easy. Like I said, I'm used to change now. I kind of embrace it. It's like a new adventure. I like the fact that I'm not that attached to situations or to things, that it's easy for me to just move on. And I think it's a great trait to have. Be able to move on of a situation without too much kicking yourself or too much being depressed about it. You know what I mean? It's like we're fucking always so stuck in our ways that we can't do anything else. Now that's pretty much the exercise I'm trying to do with this change. Is it's very uncomfortable to do that change. I'm exhausted too. I'm so tired. I don't know why I started that today. It's 11 in the morning, so I should be able to get that done. It's already 2 days of work of removing everything, so. It's just that I don't know what I want to do. I wish you were here with me to give me a hand and tell me what you think. Thinking of a shelf right there. Nah, that won't work. I always thought I wanted a big studio with a lot of people, which I tried for a while. We were like 4 or 5 here. And I realized that I wasn't good at that. Or I didn't want to get good at that. Put it the way you want. And I'm not too good at managing other people. Right now, my brain is completely blank. Well, this needs to be straight, doesn't it? Now I need to put frames up. I have a lot to put up. There's plenty that I'm not gonna use because there's too much, and I will do a sale. So now I need to choose wisely which one I want to put on the wall. Original painting that I did about 10 years ago. This one I want to put on the wall. This one is definitely going. This part is me and this part is my friend from Japan. This little guy goes on the wall too. I don't remember what that means, but I know it's good. A friend of mine from New Jersey painted that. This is one of mine as well that I really like. A traditional Japanese half sleeve. This would be the shoulder and this is the arm. You know, cherry blossoms and wind. This one is going for sure. This one, again, it's a painting I did in 2013. I absolutely love that thing. I actually forgot I had this one. This is a Oni mask. It's like a Japanese demon. This one is going, most definitely. There's so many. This one is a favorite of a lot of people. Sounds a little bit pretentious that I'm choosing the ones that I painted. But I do the paintings that I want to see. I do things that I like. So I don't think it's that pretentious to put them on your walls. I don't know, you tell me. One thing that I always said is I was gonna create my world. This is my first ever koi fish that I painted, 2012. So this one is definitely going. I love koi fish. This one is pretty cool. It's someone in Japan that did that for me. Private Tattoo. It's the name of the studio. The true translation of those kanjis would be blue ink hammered in the skin by hand. Japanese people, they have a way of making everything sound so much better. This is another one I did. When did I do that? I don't know. It's a hawk fighting a snake in the clouds with a lot of cherry blossoms. You see a lot of cherry blossoms in traditional Japanese art. The meaning of cherry blossoms is that life is beautiful, but life is short. This is a skateboard that I did. Snakes. I love everything with scales. Although scales is a pain in the ass to do, I just love how it looks after. Take a couple of dragons or in order for this wall. Got this one and this one. This wall is gonna be filled really fast. I have the ones that I prefer. I'm just gonna put them here. And I have all my stuff always framed professionally. It is more expensive, obviously. You need to have the budget, but I think it makes it, you know, if you really like a painting or a print and you put up good money for it, I think that it's only fair that you conserve it properly. This is from Taiwan. I was supposed to be a judge in 2021 in the tattoo convention there. I was invited by the people that were organizing the event. And I met these dudes in New York when I did a convention there, like a year prior to that. And unfortunately, COVID happened, so I couldn't go. It was a real bummer. But because I couldn't go, they still sent me the judges' plates. This is a pretty cool thing to have, guy, as well, for sure. I have those two katanas that you probably saw on the ceiling in some videos. I was tired of looking at them hanging out there, so I don't know what I'm gonna do with those. This was my favorite one. Almost looks like a cane. Super nice. It's a little bit beat up because a long time ago I was drunk with a friend and we kind of had a sword fight. Stop giggling, not those kind of sword fight. The blades are all dented and shit. It's fixable, but I'm happy that it wasn't sharpened because we could have really hurt ourselves. Things you'll do when you're drunk. So I'm gonna put those somewhere else, but I still want to see them. I think they're cool objects to have. And I'm ready for a zombie apocalypse if ever, you know. This is a great spot for this one. Kanjis are great looking. You don't go wrong with that. It just looks amazing. I like the brush strokes. Just makes everything, I just love this stuff. I've taken on a lot more work that I should have in 2 or 3 days. Especially I was a little bit sick, so I wasn't as productive. But I'm downsizing right now. That's the whole point of this exercise. I'm trying to get rid of 2/3 of what I have. And it's hard. It's all stuff that I really enjoy looking at. That's one thing too when you have art, is at some point you don't see it anymore. Not because you don't like it, it's just because you get used to it. So that's a good trick to do when you have artwork at home. You could just take it off the wall and put it somewhere else. And by changing the location of your artwork, most likely will make you like it again. It's basically like painting your room again. But instead of doing all the hard work of painting, you just, you know, get some new artwork. Or just reuse your artwork that you already have, rather. And I completely forgot I have all those masks to put on the wall. happy with the outcome of this. I still need to put like good lighting, something like more ambient, smooth looking. As for this part, I forgot to press record, so that's pretty much. I put some shelf at the bottom of the wall so I can interchange them easily if people wants to see other paintings I have. And also, it's just I don't have to do 2 million holes in the wall. I still don't know what to do with this. What do you think? The living room space in the middle of the space, or it should be more maybe on the left? Like this? More open? I succeeded at what I wanted to do was to downgrade 2/3 of my paintings, and I would say it worked out for 1/3. Prints and frames that I'm gonna put for sale at some point. I'm kind of a little bit disappointed in myself because I stacked my paintings for a long time and I kind of ruined some of them. Kind of dented and it's not coming back. So I will have to figure out something with that, maybe reframe them. I don't know, it screwed up a couple of them. It's not complete yet, but it does feel good to change everything around. It's very weird tattooing at my new spot, but I think I might get used to this. Change is good. It's uncomfortable, but it's good. And I'm not suggesting that switching your couch from its original spot in your apartment will make everything better. But sometimes it's good to be in your same space, but look at it in a different eye, especially when you're trying to be creative in your life. Now I have to go put up my TV and set up my PS5 because I decided to start gaming again. It's been a while, and I enjoy it. All right, I think I'm done here. I'm gonna figure out how to... well, you'll see probably the evolution of the studio anyway. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you. I hope you're well. I hope this video maybe inspire you to redo your apartment or your workspace so you can see from a new perspective your environment. Oh, and I'll be working on this Q&A video that I posted a couple weeks ago. You guys asked me a bunch of great, cool questions. So this should be next week episode. Yeah.